What is up, y'all? Welcome back to my channel. So we have a new episode of Artistry, and I'm doing a lot of painting in this video. But for the first piece, this is just like an abstract piece that I've been working on. I've just been doing layers and layers on there. So I just mixed like some pinks and some purples, and I'm just basically going at it. Like all the pieces in this video I've actually like finished at this point, which is crazy because like I just realized how old this video is, and I'm like working on all new pieces. So I probably will do like an update video at some point, but yeah, if y'all want to see like an actual update video, if y'all want me to talk about certain pieces, just let me know. But yeah, this one is like a painting inspired by like my childhood room. Not exactly like how everything was, but I really just been playing with like illustration, but like painting wise, if that makes sense. One of my kids, like, because I have some of my pieces like hanging up in my art room, one of them said that it looks like very childish, and I just laughed because it's like I know my like illustration style for like painting does look very simple, but like, do y'all realize the layers and layers it takes for me to do this? Like it takes me a while to do these paintings, even though it looks simple. And then like I'm very intentional about like textures and like how things are blending. So I don't know, but I like my style being a little bit more simple. Like I feel like this is just like my style just like interpreted into like different mediums basically. But I'm just doing the line work for this one. For most of these like paintings in this video, I'm just like working on the line work, because I'll do the line work and then I'll add highlights, and then like I'll coat it with Mod Podge. Like when I'm doing smaller pieces, I'll use like the clear Mod Podge. If I'm doing like really big pieces, I actually have like the Mod Podge spray. I just feel like it's just 10 times easier to use the spray for like the bigger pieces, because it would take me 10 years to coat the entire thing. But I feel like Mod Podge does a pretty good job, and that way it seals it everything and protects it, because I have been having my art just like sitting in certain places, and like I have to like clean them off and like put them up and like actually take care of them. But I think I'm gonna like hang some of them up, but I haven't decided yet. But anyways, this little piece right here is a mindless behavior poster. If you know, you know. The amount of mindless behavior events I've went to, really crazy. Like I'm happy that we had that era, because I feel like the kids now, I don't know if they really have someone like that type of group that we had. But mindless behavior, Jacob Lattimore, OMG Girls. Like I was really just listening to one of the OMG Girls' new songs, Make a Scene. Like yes, I was actually like thinking about like I'm trying to like manifest some stuff, and I would love to do the OMG Girls makeup for like a photo shoot. I feel like this shit would eat, or like a makeup video like with my face paint, and like have them like painted those colors. Like would it not eat? Yes, it would. But anyways, we're gonna manifest it. We're gonna manifest it. But yeah, whenever I like do my line work, usually I get like a smaller brush, and like I like to use these type of brushes because I have like fluidity, so I can like make the lines thicker or thinner, and I can like really control them like with this type of brush. Like I could get a smaller one, but I feel like this is like a good weight for like the line work and stuff. But yeah, if I didn't do this with paint, I would probably do it with like a Posca pen, or like those like Sharpie like acrylic markers. I really want to get some more. Like I had some, but like I'll be using them up, and then like half the time I end up taking my art supplies like to school, so like my kids can have stuff to use and stuff. But I'm gonna have to figure out like what I'm gonna do for our next project anyway. But probably painting. I've been really thinking about painting, and then like let them do something for Black History Month. But we'll figure that out later on. But anyways, I'm over here moving on to another painting. And by the way, these are actually like canvas like papers, if that makes sense, or acrylic papers. I can't remember what they're called. Yeah, these are acrylic papers, but I also use like the canvas panels because I feel like they're just 10 times easier to use, and like I can like work on like a lot more pieces, and they're faster like than actually doing like canvases like the big canvases and stuff. And like this way this doesn't take up too much space, and I feel like they're easier to hang too. But anyways, this one is like inspired by just I feel like dinner, like growing up. So we got some chicken nuggets with some honey mustard, and then on the other side you have like some tater tots with ketchup, and then a brownie. And y'all know I love these colors that I use in the background for like the tablecloth, and I love doing tablecloth because I grew up like going to certain people's houses, and like they always would have like tablecloths on their tables, and I feel like that's a lost art. Like, I feel like we should get back to it. So, if you see me with some tablecloths, like someone at grandma, like, just know that I was inspired by the elders. But yeah, anyways, I just want to do something like, I don't know, I've been doing a lot of stuff inspired by my childhood lately, or like, hometown ancestry stuff, like portraits and whatnot. And I don't know, I just feel like it's just healing to like do things from that time period. And then like now I can like kind of like just, I feel like it's a part of the healing process too. Like I'm like, okay, like this is kind of the space I was in at certain points, and acknowledging where I'm at, and then like now I get to do new and fun stuff. Like I have a bunch of ideas I want to do. It's just like executing them, because I feel like as a teacher, like as an art teacher at that, sometimes I really don't even have the energy to work on my own projects. Like even having the time and energy to work on a project for like an example for class, like sometimes that's just so much, because like I feel like I have like zero time, like if I'm being honest. Like, and it's crazy because like I am okay, I've been teaching for a couple of years now, but like at this school, this is the first year that they had art for middle school, and I just feel like that in itself has been an experience. If I do say so myself, it has been an experience. But I feel like everything is getting better, and like I feel like I'm gonna have my groove like together like when we get back. And other than that, I just been ignoring school, like act like that does not exist, because I like this area. Like it just feels sad when like you're like on a break and you're like, damn, this is what my life would be if like I was not stressed out all the time. Like but anyways, moving on to yet another piece. Like I said, I'm doing the line work for a bunch of stuff. I like to do as many pieces as once in a session. That way, like I can go back and do like more layers, like when everything is dry. Because by the time I do like all of these different paintings and stuff, some of them will be dry enough for me to go ahead at the highlights. But I didn't do it in this video. But I've been having to separate like my artistry videos anyway, because some of these videos be so freaking long, and it's just like I'm not gonna edit like 4 hours of like a video. Like this one, I think I had to edit like maybe like 40 minutes, but I know another one that I was about to edit, like that's like 70 minutes of footage, and that's crazy work for me to have to like actually like edit 70 minutes of me painting. And like I'll be trying to cut out as much as possible, like the little things and stuff, and like I'll like skip sometimes around, like I'll add certain details, and I'm like, okay, that was good enough, you kind of saw what I was doing, and like let's move on, because I'll be trying to minimize like the time in the video. But that's just me. But anyways, yeah, I've been doing underwater stuff. I love underwater. I would love to go to the beach or like somewhere sometime soon, because I miss the water. I really do. And I have a appreciation of the water though, because like as much as it is beautiful, that shit scared the fuck out of me, because the water underneath the surface, like, and I already know, like I be wanting to go snorkeling and shit, but I'm like, I don't want to see no crazy ass shit that's gonna have me fucking scarred for the rest of my life. Like, I ain't got time for that. And then, like, if something touched me, like, I might crash out. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like, I don't know. I would love to do that, but at the same time, I'm like, do I really want to do that? Do I really want to get that far? And basically, I'm gonna have to have some good ass swimming lessons to be going that deep. But I do want to take swimming lessons so I can, like, swim in the ocean and not, like, die, because, I like to be in the ocean. I like to get a little deep, and I need to stop playing with my life before I get drifted away. Like, I ain't trying to go like that, you feel me? So anyways, and yeah, so we're on a whole nother piece. You see how quick I've been moving in? Like, I'll just do as many details as possible, and then like I'll just move on to the next piece, and then usually I'll move back and forth between pieces. So yeah, but I haven't like been painting until very recently, and it just feels good to like get back in my groove, because I really have not worked on any like personal projects in months, because I was focusing so much on makeup, and like I just really wasn't feeling it, honestly. Like, I just feel like I did so many like actual pieces. Like, I finished like, I feel like 10 to 15 pieces like in like a certain like in like I think like a couple of weeks or something. So yeah, I feel like I also was just like tired, and I was like, okay, I did what I did, and now I feel like I can breathe and stuff. But I'm excited to show y'all some of my pieces, because like I am proud of them, and I'm proud of where I've come with my art, and just to like see like how I've shifted like my medium focus, because I used to just do portraits, but now I'm doing landscapes and stuff, and I love to see it. So I don't know if y'all know this, but like I'm like intentionally like trying to like get the texture of like the paint to be like thicker. So that's why you see me use so much paint, because it's like I love playing with texture now. I just feel like it just adds like a certain like je ne sais quoi to the paintings or whatever. But yeah, I'm just like layering it until I feel like it looks right. And sometimes when it comes to like these like art pieces and stuff, like I'll have to do like 5 to like 10 layers. It just depends on like what I'm doing and like, you know, how fast I'm working and how much I do in one layer or like in one round. But I'm using a smaller brush to go ahead and add like these details. I hadn't painted this piece in like months. Like this is a very old piece. I don't even remember when I actually started this. Like it's old, but yeah, I just wanted to go ahead and like touch up some of the areas and then add some final line work just to like call it quits with this, because I feel like I want to get into like some new subject matter and I want to work on some new pieces, but I'll be having to finish up my old pieces, that way I can get them out the way, like gloss them, and then like I have more room too, because I have a bunch of big pieces and like I don't know, like I'm trying to get through so much so that I can like move through everything. But we'll see how much I do over the next week, because I really want to do some illustration stuff like with some color pencils, but I have been focusing on a lot of paintings. But I'll try to like switch back and forth, that way I can do like both of them. And then like there's some like stuff I'm gonna work on for my zine, so there's that. Like there's a bunch of different things I want to do, and I also want to like create a vision board, because one of my friends was suggesting to me, Shay, hey, but anyways, she like suggested I do a vision board, and I know myself, like I am a manifesting generator. If you don't like the certain types of people you are, but yeah, I can make some shit happen, for real. And I just know that once I do this vision board, like whatever I put on that board is going to come true. So I'm like, I gotta like be very intentional with what I want to do. But I've been writing down kind of things like, you know, I want to do in 2026, because, you know, I feel like it's really important for me to be goal oriented. That way, like I can be working towards something instead of just like doing shit just to do shit. Like it's like, okay, what is the next point from here? Like where am I trying to go from here? And I feel like I'm trying to solidify like my career when it comes to like makeup and special effects makeup and stuff like that. I also want to get into like creative directing, and I want to work on a zine I have, while also writing a screenplay for a short film that I want to make down here in the, you know, mid-south area. So, you know, stay tuned. Like I have an interview coming out, so yes, I don't know, I love the season I'm in. I'm grateful for everything that has been occurring and like all the opportunities that I've been having, because I feel like, I don't know, I feel like certain things like feel like they're coming out of nowhere, but they don't really come out of nowhere, because like when I really think about it, like I have been being very consistent within this last year. So like the things that are like finally like walking into my life right now, I feel like I deserve them. And I, you know, have been patient, because I'm someone who, you know, I have not always been the most patient person, and I also, you know, was very obsessed with control growing up in like a certain way. Like, you know, I felt like I had to control everything after I got like, you know, to my big age. But, you know, I've had to heal and learn that I can't control everything. And I feel like I'm definitely a lot more like fluid in state. Like people call me nonchalant, and I'm really not nonchalant, which is crazy, because I'm like, that is really wild. Like you really don't know me if you just say I'm nonchalant, because I am the most emotional person you will probably ever meet. Like I'm being dead serious. Like I am very, very emotional, but I love it for me, because like I feel like me dealing with my emotions, like it allows me to experience like just life in general like in a better state than me trying to like suppress like my emotions. Like that's not fun. Like, you know, feel them so they can, you know, exist and you can move on. But yeah, I just want to add like some sand. But anyways, I love y'all. Bye.